Good evening, good morning, good noon, good night. 'Tis I, your host, Masked Delight. So welcome back, or anew. Let's play Hades 2. We're gonna start off a run with Lim and Oris, the Sister Blades. We unlocked them last time, and
Forgive me,
they're
sir.
simply faster version.
Discura, the witch's staff. With me, my friend.
They're kind of like Assassin's Blades. They allow you to teleport behind your enemy. They're fast and have a wide attack as a finisher. We also picked up the silver pickaxe. This will allow us to find and mine silver, which will be a useful resource.
The flame sigil. I thought the fire goddess never got involved. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Well, look at you, hot stuff. Come to help the elderly. Oh, what a good girl you are. And here I was, just about to burn this whole blasted place to the ground myself. Now, here's a little warm-up for ya.
So Hestia is probably my favorite blessings in this game. First off, we have our specials can inflict Scorch. Scorch causes afflicted foes to take 80 damage every second. Our cast can also repeatedly inflict Scorch on foes. Does 40 damage every second and inflicts Scorch. Or whenever your attack or special deals damage, restore some magic. I think I'm actually going to choose Flame Flourish.
That almost burns.
The Omega art for the Omega special for Lim and Oris is this wide fan of daggers, and I think it will be useful for applying Scorch to a lot of different enemies really quickly. You like that? Oh, we got hit by something.
There's some more silver I can use.
Yep, we'll be mining that silver in a second. First, we're going to get some ash. 3 pieces of silver. Nice start. Money or magic? I will choose magic.
Come on.
You get hit a bit too much. Bones, which is 50 bones, or ash. We kind of need ash more, so we're going to choose ash right now.
Finally tracked you down.
Oh, it's Artemis.
I know that voice.
Beat to it.
Nice shot.
This is Artemis. She helps out a
That ought
lot.
to do it.
Good evening.
Whilst the pale moon's slender fingertips scarcely reach mournful Erebus, the goddess of the hunt can effortlessly navigate those woods.
She's good. I'll give her that.
It's been too long, sister. Look at you on your great hunt. Not ideal circumstances, but you've finally begun. Know that the family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis. But I must be off. Time's against us and all that.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods to sense the threat headed his way. Go get him. The choice is yours.
Alright, after we dash, our Omega moves deal more damage. Foes in our casts may take critical damage from your attacks, that's nice. Or Death Warrant, a random foe becomes marked if they take critical damage. This repeats. I think we're going to go with Deathborn.
My blessing is yours. Go find your mark.
Good
Alright.
hunting.
Money or pomegranate? Pomegranate could make our special deal more Scorch, which would be nice. But I feel like we want some money right now.
Silk cocoons.
Oh. It is a special enemy. There's enemies hidden in some of these. Ow. And money in others. So just take them one at a time. And you'll be fine. And eventually, yes, there we go. We'll find our major reward in the area. Alright, so we could cash in all our money, or we can go take care of a mini-boss. I usually choose the mini-boss.
This one again.
Now, I like to choose a mini-boss because it improves the rarity of the blessings. And there we go, the boss is pretty much done. Not much more I can do with his armor broken.
We've been locked in conflict with Chronos for so long that we've begun to doubt that anything can meaningfully change. I wonder, Flower, can you truly rid us of this blight?
I guess I can explain this now. Ooh, I'll probably choose that. There's common, rare, and epic blessings. They basically, the rare does the same thing as the common blessing. It's a version. So Frigid Sprint could have been rare, but in this case, Ice Strike and Arctic Gale are rare, and that simply means that their effects are greater. So like Ice Strike, if it was common, would give you less attack damage, but it's rare, and we're going to choose
I grow strong.
freezing enemies as well. Oh, a dirt pile. I didn't think they would ever show up without the shovel. You need the silver shovel to unlock those dirt piles. Since we don't have it, we can't dig. Tool required, see. But here we are. Oh, I almost missed this.
I can use this.
I definitely need more silver to unlock more infernal arms and also other upgrades. So let's go see Demeter again. Ow. I shouldn't have jumped into that.
Message for me.
Ooh, this is a nice one. So cast repeatedly, deal damage in that area, and inflict freeze. So I'm going to pick that. And more ash, useful for unlocking more Arcana cards.
Shiver.
Ow, I didn't think he had reach for that. He could really use more health.
Ash of the Dead.
Here we go. More health.
Should be the last of them.
Oops. Man, I think I've gotten hit every single encounter so far. He just keeps draining my health. But we got Centaur Heart, so now we have more health.
Which way?
We're going to need a lot of Psyche eventually. But right now we really need to unlock Arcana cards more. Oh, Freeze is pretty broken. I can see why it definitely has a 10-second internal cooldown on it. Ooh. Go away. Ow.
Onward.
Okay. Shop. We have 300 coins, so let's go to the shop.
No sign of Hermes yet, my lord. Forgive my impatience. I know infiltrating our enemy's ranks and discovering the details of his plans to conquer Olympus is sensitive work. Of course. He'll be back any evening now, I'm sure.
Ahead of the underworld, a princess shall again confront the one who raised her and taught to her the means by which she may prevail.
There's always more to learn. Valuable enough.
Trusty Heron reached you after all, and just in time to face the gravest threats along your path. So may my blessing bring you victory.
And let's see here. Glamorous Gain, we've had this before. We inflict weak on nearby foes and gradually restore magic. We haven't been using so much magic, though. Heartbreak is another one where you use a lot of magic, so... Since we haven't been using magic, let's take Secret Crush. It primes 20 magic, which means it decreases our max magic by 20. But increases our base attack power by 5.
Beautiful.
We're also going to take some extra ash and buy a power-up. This is the first time we bought a pomegranate. It increases one of the levels of one of our blessings. In this case, we're probably going to increase Ice Strike, so that our attacks do even more damage.
Here goes.
There you are. A flash of silver, limb and auros. So, the sister blades have veiled themselves, do you? The other nocturnal arms shall follow their lead, I expect.
Nyx entrusted them to you to safeguard the realm as a last resort. But this cannot possibly be how they were meant to be used.
And why ever not? To safeguard the realm, you shall have to clear a wide variety of obstacles standing in your way. I am but one.
We're just going to grab some loot real quick.
Find anything good?
Unfortunately, we've taken a lot of damage. Fortunately, we have a death defiance, so even if we do fall,
Come, sisters of the dead.
we'll be revived at 40% health. I still would like to not die and preserve that for a later boss fight.
Beware.
Run away! Dodge! Now I got sheeped!
Suggest you run.
Ow! I'm not happy to be sheeped. You can dodge that, and you get a nice special voice line if you dodge it for long enough, but I failed to do so this time.
Well struck.
Oops, there goes our Death Defiance.
That's quite
Oh well, that was wasted, but it's fine.
You have
beat...
survived against me, and for
Okay.
that you're owed a gift. May you learn well through it, Melinoë.
The Book of Shadows.
Okay, we got the Book of Shadows.
Outlasted her.
Now we can... This is our journal. Melinoë, you know everything about you, except that you are weak. Especially that you are weak. What are you fighting for? What do you hope to prove? And if by some stroke of the fates you prevail, what then? Do give it some thought, whilst you're out and about. More is to be learned. There's a lot here. I guess we'll be going through this gradually. At the end of the video, we'll do a big dump where we read all of these. But for now, let's return to the battle at hand.
Cinder. He's there.
Ah, there you are.
Hello.
You have returned. Or lost your way, perhaps, in those interminable passageways beyond.
I know where I'm going. Whom do I address? And what are you doing here yourself in such a place?
My name and business are not your concern. Is that not what you said? Ah, the impertinence of the youth of this age.
Wait.
Alright, so proceed on to the next biome.
Done.
Oceanus. I think that's how it's pronounced. You know, they said it earlier.
Ugh, that's cold.
Oceanus. Oceanus is largely the domain of Lord Poseidon, but the edge of it spills into the underworld. You are fortunate in that. But you are unfortunate in that the lurking monstrosity that there have taken residence prefer you no more than Chronos or any god or titan. No more is written.
No Eris, thanks the gods.
Yes, thank the gods. No Eris this time. Hey, so I'll be reading out the main bulk of the... Ow, wow, that really hurt. I hate these guys so much.
Cold, take you. Hey, more health. And we haven't updated. So I said I would read these all at the end, but I'm going to read the enemies as we come to them. Might as well read on them. So we'll look at these later, but we had to deal with pinheads. Pinheads are the worst. No telling how many varieties of sea-dwelling beasts spawn uncontrollably in the dark abyss. Neither could you explain why some are foul enough to burst forth from the water to suffocating air.
Hey, Apollo or a... Ooh, Daedalus Hammer. We've seen Apollo before, so let's go for a Daedalus Hammer.
Shellbacks. Daedalus hammer.
Daedalus Hammer increases the power of our... Ooh. I'm definitely going to choose Wicked Onslaught. These all seem nice, and eventually we will try them all out, but they basically increase the power of your base weapon.
Keenest blades of all.
So now we do a ton of extra damage. Okay, so what do I want? Wow, I already have 13 silver. I guess we want more ash. Oh! I didn't think this would happen so early.
Up already, girl. I know who you are. I know where you go. You shall not get there.
So yeah, surprise, surprise, this is Chronos.
I'll carve you limb from limb for this. For everything.
How frightening. Unfortunately, we shall never know if yours was a mere empty threat, for you are going on a little time out, at least until some other matters are resolved.
No.
You wish to traipse through this realm, then here, bask in it.
Over there.
So now we're trapped in Asgard. So we seek a way out.
Within this rift.
We have to stay within this golden ring
Witchery is this?
to escape. If we leave the golden ring, our percentage ticks down, but the objective is to stay in here long enough until it reaches 100%. And there we go. Fight is over.
To resist my
We get our ash,
There we are.
and we continue on.
It'll take more than that, Chronos.
Where are these enemies called, I wonder? Kind of cornering me pretty good.
One left.
Okay. I wonder what that enemy was. Doesn't seem to be in our Book of Shadows. Oh well. Ooh, let's go fight a mini boss.
You're in my way.
Ooh, and get some limestone. Real quick before we die. That's a second tier metal resource that we'll need later on in the game. Ow, ooh, that really hurt. Ooh, we're at 1 HP.
Out with you, serpent.
That was the Deep Serpent. Mortal sailors would be disinclined from making their sea journeys if only they knew what lurked beneath the waters. They overlooked such beasts and could turn their triremes into splinters. No more is written. We also have a blessing from Hestia, who's not in our list.
In the name of Hades.
This game is in early access, so sometimes not everything's going to be available. Ooh, glowing coal. This is kind of my favorite item. So sprint is good too. It destroys ranged projectiles near you and inflicts scorches on enemy that fired them as long as you're sprinting. It's pretty useful against like witches or other enemies that primarily use projectiles. Highly flammable. When we inflict scorch on a foe for the first time, inflict more, but we're going to go with glowing coal. We hold cast to aim a fired projectile explodes on impact. Then the binding
Flame of
circle
the
forms
hearth.
where it lands.
That which slithers, seeps and crawls, all of it thrives within the foul air and crushing climate near the bottom of the sea.
The air is definitely stuffier down here.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I'm just going to play this safe and throw my cast around. Hey, that wasn't scary at all. Oh, there we go. We did learn about Hestia. But Apollo, a god in disguise of a beautiful youth. A god in the guise of a beautiful youth. You are left to conclude that his genial manner towards you is in fact sincere. Conflict is not really in his nature. Thus, he is often out of his depth, despite how well he gets on anyway.
Artemis first told me your tale, I figured it was just one of her pranks. Taking on the Titan yourself, come on. But it did sound like something a vengeful child of Hades might attempt.
Supernova is fun. Ah, Prominence Flare. After your Omega cast expires, rapidly deal damage in the area for 2 seconds. We're actually going to choose Supernova. I like Prominence Flare, but we're going to choose Supernova.
The light of the sun.
This causes our cast to expand gradually, which will cause our ice damage to expand as well. Whoops, there we go. Alright, that was a decent run, but we died.
Found you at last.
Ah, Moros.
Princess of the Underworld. I regret having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
Moments of doom. You're Lord Moros, emissary of the Three Fates. So your sisters heard me after all.
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell. It's been an honor.
Offering received, the Fated List. Now we have access to the minor list of Fated Prophecies.
He's gone.
which is basically like a series of different achievements you can do for rewards.
I just met Doom and Khan at Chronos. I'm not sure I should be excited about that.
Hey, ever think maybe we're just not cut out for this, Mel? Me with the haunting, you with the... What are you trying to do again?
Find the Titan of Time. Punish him for his crimes against my family. Restore the rightful ruler of the underworld. Hey, you're cut out for haunting, Dora.
Oh, thanks. Just like I'm sure you're cut out for all that other stuff.
Thank you, Dora. Ah, here it is.
Is
The minor
that-
list of fated prophecies.
This is from the Three Fates.
So essentially, we're given objectives like defeat Hecate in battle, which we've done.
Prophecy fulfilled.
Unlock Lim and
Another
Oros.
prophecy fulfilled.
Yeah, I've never beaten Chronos yet, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's the objectives we have to do.
Rise and shine.
Headmistress, I saw him, Chronos. First beyond Erebus in the guise of an old man. He then attempted to ensnare me in some vision out of time. The river aflame, everything ablaze.
Still your heart, Melinoë, you're safe. And you were able to return again, which means that all your training served you well. So then, he realizes who you are.
So he claims. I broke free from his spell like it was second nature, but neither could I raise a hand against him. What must I do now?
Nothing has changed. You're to confront him down where he resides, where your mother and father rightly ought to be. But go with patience, not with haste. He may know something of your power now, yet not enough.
Yes, Headmistress.
You have this. You look as though you've seen a ghost, if you'll forgive the very antiquated mortal turn of phrase, Goddess. So we'd say to someone looking disconcerted. Things all right?
Yes and no. I saw Chronos out there. I thought he had me, but I broke free from his spell. This was in Oceanus, though I also caught him snooping near the pathways out of Erebus.
Damn it. Our reports said nothing of the sort, but then... some of our shade informants haven't yet returned. We had expected Chronos to stay put in the lowest reaches. You must have caused enough of a stir to catch his notice.
I've hardly been discreet in my approach. Is there truly no other way?
We reckon not. We're counting on him thinking you're inconsequential to his plans. As for our own, I shall go over this with the good witch. Be safe, and cheers for the report.
Of course. Where'd Nemesis go?
Is not here. We can shop. We're not going to spend any resources because I don't know what I need yet.
Take care then.
So that's everyone to talk to. Let's see what we can concoct in the cauldron.
Last night I dreamt of this.
Okay, first. Here we go. That's why this didn't happen before. Now,
Domname Sion.
if there's gatherables after a
So
fight, it will make a
mote it be.
sound and indicate that there's a collectible nearby. Update the Wretched Broker's inventory with exotic goods suitable for gifting. Grants 1
Great
nectar.
tree of life. Please listen to my thoughts.
'Tis done.
Broker, you've expanded your shop.
Now we can buy nectar, which we can give.
Could make a lovely gift.
We can buy and we can give that to different people as a gift, and that will do things. First, we have one more upgrade. Create 2 soil plots for growing nightshade and other plants. Grants 1 nightshade seed. Okay.
By light of moon, together let us shape reality. So mote it be.
Such sorcery.
There we go. Now we can grow nightshade and other
Nightshade seeds.
resources, which are useful for
Plenty of room
upgrades
to
later
grow.
on. So we need to go and clear 5 encounters.
Grow and thrive.
We need to at least clear 5 encounters in a run, and this will grow into nightshade. But a prophecy was foretold, so let's see what that is.
So-
Customary gift. Daughter of God of Dead shall give 5 nectar to her companions. Okay, and that will give us 10 ash. We'll work on that gradually. We don't have enough nectar for it yet.
I should be able to increase my grasp.
Oh, there's no reason to unlock this yet. And it costs a cinder, so I actually don't want to unlock it yet. I'm going to see if we can't
So
expand our
that's it.
psyche. Yep. Went by the boatman. You don't have enough to equip it, but I still wanted to buy it.
I lack the grasp for this.
The reason I wanted to pick up the boatman is because of the centaur. We can't unlock the centaur yet because it costs cinder. I don't want to spend cinder yet. So instead we'll unlock the huntress. And that's all the ash we have for now. So now we've unlocked
I'd
this.
store my keepsakes here if I had any.
This is keepsake storage.
Heirloom storage case over there.
We'll be getting that in just a moment. Where we got
She's here.
Melinoë
Now
over
watch
here.
and learn. I understand you ventured to the bottom of the sea. I too have been there in those depths, young one. But once, a while back, and briefly, I might add.
Of course. You were a famous mariner in your mortal days. But then you finally met your end beneath the waters upon which you sailed?
Nah, it was way more glorious than that.
Okay. So we're going to gift our first nectar to
Commander, though it
Scalamius.
falls to us to keep the old traditions alive, may you partake of this nectar, unburdened by the weight of its significance.
I'm most appreciative of both the offering and of the sentiment, and I summarily shall do my part. Behold, the luckiest of my possessions is in your possession now.
So
You
for
honor
giving
me, Commander.
a nectar to a friend for the first time, you'll get a keepsake from that friend.
A new keepsake.
You can equip one keepsake a run, and you can, you can equip one keepsake at a time. In this case, Luckier Tooth. It's essentially another Death Defiance. After you fall to 0, automatically recover 51 health once this
A
night.
tooth.
So we're going to equip that. So now we have essentially 2 Death Defiances.
Much deeper than it looks.
So this is the reason I didn't want to spend any Cinder. The Umbral Flames launch damaging ranged attacks as you move or specials that orbit around you. We're going to unlock that for the next
Now.
round.
Ignium, the umbral flames. Incinerate my foes and light my path.
So here's
Would that I could
Ignium.
see behind me now.
We can hold our attack and gradually build up a faster attack like this that drains our mana as we shoot.
Burns.
Our special is this circling projectile. If we hold it, I don't have enough magic. If we hold it, it will circle around us like this. And that's Ignium. We'll be doing this next run. And we'll also be unlocking the Silver Spade. This allows us to dig for seeds and other items. If we have it equipped, we will prioritize more digging spots. But we're going to
Acquisition authorized.
And I also unlocked the Tablet of Peace node because that requires 5
Not now.
silver. I'm going to use the pickaxe because we need a lot of silver for these for these upgrades. See, we need 15 for the Moonstone Axe.
Cat.
Anyway, that was our what?
third run of Hades 2. Went pretty decently. We got the Book of Shadows, which I will be going over now. So if you're not interested, thank you for watching, and I will see you next run. But otherwise, Hecate. You wish that you were her. Understandable. Yet how many times must she tell you that she is not your mother? She, who taught you much of what you know, other than that which is already in your heart. More is to be learned. We've already gone over that. Odysseus. Some know him as the man of many ways. Certainly, some know him as the man of many ways, certainly. He is a complicated one. To you he is a friend. Many do not trust him, but you do. He knows morals, and he knows the land above. He knows a great deal, in fact, and he is resourceful. His weakness for witches, however, seems to have no remedy. Nemesis, a daughter of night, and bringer of retribution to those who achieve, shall we say, an overabundance of happiness. She keeps mortals penitent and grateful for the scraps that they have. She is bigger and stronger than you. You wonder why she was not tasked with your responsibility. No more is written. Dora. She aimlessly gravitated towards your tent, and your attempts to exercise her failed. Thus a long-standing companionship began. She is noteworthy in as much as she is able to communicate well beyond the means of lesser shades such as she, for reasons you have not yet to grasp. Skelemius, an unyielding presence, that much at least is true. You admire his wisdom and resilience. He bears the manner of a mortal, which gives him an ease, which he is able to earn the trust of many of the shades of the crossroads. In Charon, one of the elder sons of night, he has served the realm beneath the earth in a variety of ways for some aeons. He once ferried the dead to their final resting place, but now has other burdens. Even his own kin struggle to communicate with him and find him to be off-putting, cryptic, or aloof. You are pleased to know him otherwise. So, the Olympians we've met so far. So we've met Poseidon, your boisterous uncle, sometimes called the Earthshaker, although he is best known for the seas which smother much of the surface. He is comfortable in adverse situations, and quite unable to hold still, much like the seas themselves. Demeter. Your mother once fled from her. Such is her doting and particular nature. Our great goddess of seasons. Her long life has fueled in her a particular kind of wrath that is feared even on her mountain. It is fortunate she likes you. Apollo. I've already read that one. Aphrodite. You have much to learn from her at some point. She is much more than she appears. For instance, she is much older than most of the others on her mountain, yet holds fast to her carefree look and spirit. And Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, is very wise, inasmuch as she altogether avoids most matters of familiar politics. But there are some matters in which even she must be involved. She likes you, and you like her. She does not stand on ceremony. You could learn a thing or two of that. The rest. Scylla. A witch cursed her, you know, to look the way she is, though not to be. Her disposition is of her own choice, but her dislike for witches is worthy of note. She has a partnership with other loathsome daughters of the deep, but they can sing. You have to give them that. But they can sing. You have to give them that. No more is written. So the Stygian dangers that we've been dealing with. The whisper. You know the lonely sound of wind gusting through the branches. All that's left of such shades is the feeling it accompanies. We have vanquished 137 of them. I can't remember what kind of enemies these are. The Wet Whisperer. There are such souls as vanquish to the bottom of the deep, and choose there to remain. The darkness and the pressure have a certain allure. Thus situated, they wish never to be near light nor life again. Rastro.
There is no escape from Erebus. You have seen shades shimmering in the hollows of old trees in search of exits that do not exist. Well, there is no crossing through such thresholds without paying the necessary toll. I don't see how this applies to this enemy, but okay. Spindle. All mortal things must die. You know this well. Some deaths, however, come too soon. Perhaps it is a boon to know not of death ere it occurs. Casket. Bound forever in Erebus, these shades, until their bindings become manifest. Their hate is as boundless as it is aimless. Sisters of the Dead. These are the witches that we've been dealing with. That which you study and practice may take eternity to master. Rather impressive, then, how certain mortals can grasp some of it during their brief time alive. Now they are your sisters by creed. They revel in silence and follow orders well. Pinheads, bane of my existence. We've vanquished 182 of them because they tend to swarm you. But we've already read their entry. Lurker. The sea is perhaps the best remaining trace of the infinite chaos from which all creation sprang. All sprang from chaos, the successor as well as the mistakes. The successes as well as the mistakes. And mistakes, as you well know, are best avoided. Mourner. These are the punchy boys we met in the Mourning Fields. How odd, the shedding of tears. Think on it. When overwhelmed by emotion, moisture excretes from our very eyes, blinding and stinging, yet at times providing some relief. But for those that withheld their tears all throughout their miserable little lives, there is no relief to be found any longer, no matter how many tears they may now care to shed. Our nocturnal arms, the witch's staff. Among the nocturnal arms, Descura, I think, was the first to wake when you approached. She is yours. How does it feel to wield her? Something which should have never been used. Forged in chaos as a last resort, to bring her brother in arms to heal, if need arose. And the sister blades, Lim and Oris, were created for you, for us. We reap what we sow. Remember when you put them to use. So that was everything we have at the journal so far. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.